In a small village nestled amidst the sprawling savanna, lived a wise old man named Kwame. The village was a serene and beautiful place, surrounded by the endless golden grasses of the savanna and dotted with clusters of acacia trees. Kwame, with his snow-white hair and deep, gentle eyes, was renowned far and wide for his kindness and wisdom. His counsel was sought by many, and his words were held in the highest regard. Kwame had two sons, Kofi, the elder, and Kwasi, the younger. Kofi was a model of diligence and respect. From a young age, he had shown a keen interest in learning from his father, always eager to help the villagers and maintain the harmony of their community. His heart was as vast as the savanna, always open and generous. Kwasi, on the other hand, was a stark contrast to his brother. Lazy and greedy, Kwasi spent his days in idleness, dreaming of wealth and power. He often envied Kofi's reputation and secretly harbored resentment towards him. Kwasi believed that riches would bring him the respect and admiration he craved without the need for hard work or virtue. One hot, dry season, as the sun blazed high in the sky, Kwame felt the weight of his years more than ever. Summoning his sons, he spoke in a voice that carried the wisdom of the ages. "My sons," he began, "I am old and soon I will join the ancestors. I have a treasure hidden in the heart of the sacred baobab tree. The one who finds it will inherit my blessings." The sacred baobab tree stood at the heart of the village, its massive trunk and sprawling branches a symbol of strength and endurance. The villagers revered it as a connection to their ancestors and a source of life and wisdom. Kofi took his father's words to heart, understanding that true blessings were found in the virtues Kwame had always taught them: respect, hard work, and unity. But Kwasi, consumed by his greed, saw only the promise of wealth. His mind raced with plans to find the treasure and claim it all for himself, leaving his brother with nothing. That night, while the village slept under the watchful eye of the moon, Kwasi crept to the baobab tree. With a spade stolen from a neighbor's yard, he began to dig at its base, disturbing the sacred roots that had stood firm for generations. He dug furiously, imagining the riches that awaited him. Hours passed, and the hole grew deeper, but Kwasi found nothing but soil and roots. As the first light of dawn touched the horizon, Kwasi returned to his hut, exhausted but undeterred. He continued his secret digging each night, weakening the mighty baobab with every stroke of his spade. The villagers noticed the tree's slow decline, its leaves turning yellow and its branches drooping, but they could not understand the cause. One evening, a storm gathered on the horizon. Dark clouds rolled in, and the wind howled through the village, carrying with it the scent of rain. The villagers took shelter in their homes, whispering prayers for protection. Lightning split the sky, and thunder roared like an angry lion. The weakened baobab tree, unable to withstand the storm, began to groan and creak. Its massive trunk swayed perilously, and with a deafening crash, it fell, sending a shockwave through the village. Kwasi, who had been digging at its base once again, was buried beneath its mighty branches. The next morning, the village awoke to the devastation. The sacred baobab, a symbol of their heritage and strength, lay shattered on the ground. Kofi, his heart heavy with sorrow, rushed to the scene and found his brother trapped beneath the fallen giant. Despite his grief and the weight of his brother's betrayal, Kofi worked tirelessly to free Kwasi. When at last Kwasi was pulled from the wreckage, he was barely alive. The village healer tended to his wounds, but his spirit was broken, consumed by the guilt and shame of his actions. As Kwasi lay recovering, Kofi continued to dig through the debris, finally uncovering the hidden treasure chest his father had spoken of. With trembling hands, Kofi opened the chest, only to find it empty. A single scroll lay inside, bearing a message from their father. "My sons," it read, "the true treasure is not gold or jewels, but the love and unity of family. Respect each other, work together, and you will find blessings far greater than any earthly riches." Tears filled Kofi's eyes as he realized the depth of his father's wisdom. He looked at Kwasi, who was weeping with regret, and extended his hand. "We are brothers," Kofi said softly. "Let us honor our father's memory by rebuilding what we have lost and strengthening our bond." Kwasi, humbled and remorseful, grasped his brother's hand. His heart ached with the weight of his actions, but in Kofi's eyes, he saw forgiveness and a chance for redemption. The villagers, moved by the brothers' reconciliation, joined in the effort to restore their community. Together, they planted a new baobab tree, a symbol of hope and renewal. Under its growing branches, the village thrived, united by the lessons of the past and the promise of the future. The story of Kwame, Kofi, and Kwasi became a legend, passed down through generations as a reminder of the true meaning of wealth and the power of family. And in the heart of the savanna, where the winds whispered ancient secrets and the sun painted the skies with the colors of life, the village lived on, forever guided by the wisdom of their ancestors. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more tales of wisdom and tradition. Feel free to suggest any stories you'd like to hear next.